This is Parishit Ariwar, and today we are presenting paging and paging table in operating system. Have you ever wondered how your computer can run dozens of applications at the same time without them interfering with each other's memory? That's the magic of memory management, and the heart of it lies paging. So, today's goal of this session is to know what is paging in operating system, then paging in memory management, terminologies associated with memory management, some important features of paging, how paging works, with an example from a GATE question, and advantages and disadvantages of paging. Now let's begin. What is paging? Paging is a memory management scheme that eliminates the need for contiguous allocated of physical memory and thus eliminates the problem of fitting varying size memory chunks onto the paging store. It is a key feature of modern operating system that allows for efficient and flexible memory management. Key concepts of paging: local and physical address space. The local address space in the address space that processes uses which is generated by the CPU. The physical address space is the actual location in the main memory, RAM, also known as RAM. Physical address space. The physical address space refers to the total range of addresses available in a computer physical memory, RAM. It represents the actual memory locations that can be accessed by the system hardware to store or retrieve data. Paging. Paging is a memory management technique that addresses common challenges in allowing and managing memory efficiently. Here we can understand why paging is needed as a memory management technique. Memory isn't always available in a single block. Programs often need more memory than what it is available in a single contiguous block. Paging breaks memory into a smaller fixed size pieces, making it easier to allocate scatter free space. Processes size can increase or decrease. Programs don't need to occupy contiguous memory, so they can grow dynamically without the need to be moved. Important features of paging. Logical to physical address mapping. Paging divides a process logical address space into fixed size pages. Each page maps to a frame in physical memory. Enables flexing memory management. Fixed page and frame size. Pages and frames have the same fixed size. This simplifies memory management and improves system performance. Paging table entries. Each logical page is represented by a page table entry, P, also known as PTE. A PTE stores the corresponding frame number and control bits. Number of page table entries. The page table has one entry per logical page. Thus, its size equals the number of pages in the process's address space. And last, page table stored in main memory. The page table is kept in the main memory. This can add overhead when processes are swept in or out. Now let's look at how paging works. When a process requests memory, the operating system allocates one or more page frames to the processes and maps the process logical page to the physical page frames. When a program runs, its pages are loaded into an available frame in the physical memory. Each program has a page table which the operating system uses to keep track of where each page is stored in physical memory. When a program accesses data, the system uses the table to convert the program's address into a physical memory address. There are few steps involved in paging. Step 1. Divide memory. Step 2. Allocate pages. 3rd. Page table. 4th. Translate address. 5th. Handle page fault. And 6th. Run a program. Let's look at an example. If a logical address space is 128 M words, which is equals to 2 to the power 7 into 2 to the power 20 words, then the logical address will be log 2 to the power 27 equals to 27 bits. The mapping from virtual to physical address is done by the memory management unit, also known as MMU, which is the hardware drive device, and this mapping is known as the paging technique. Now let's look at an example. A question which is in GATE, which just came in GATE. Consider a virtual address space of 32 bits and a page size of 4 KB system is having a RAM of 128 KB. Then what will be the ratio of page table and an inverted page table size if each entry is of size 4 Here are the options. Have we ever here we have given virtual address space of 32 bits. So let's start with the virtual address space first. Virtual address is made up of two things, which are we have number of pages and pages offset. We also call page offset as page size. We are given one of the two values total we have is of 32 bits means in question. Sometimes it is also given that the size of the virtual address is something. If a virtual address space is given, then it will always be in bits if we have to find the virtual address. Now, what is the size of the virtual address? The size will be 2 raised to the power 32, which can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 multiplied by 2 raised to the power 30. Always remember 2 raised to the power 30 is GB. And why I am taking this in bytes? Because memory is by default bytes addressable. Even if it's not mentioned to you, still have to take it as bytes addressable, and 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. Sometimes it may be given as consider a visual address of size 4 GB. You just have to convert it into bits. Now we have 32 bits address. Now page size or page offset is 4 KB. We have to convert 4 KB quickly in 4B. K is 2 raised to the power 10 m means 2 raised to the power 20, and G means 2 raised to the power 30, and after that the T is terabytes, 2 raised to the power 40. Here K is given 2 to the power 10 and convert 4 into 2 raised to the power 2. So how much is the total? If the base is the same, then the power will be added 2 raised to the power 12. Convert the bit. Keep this point in mind. Don't convert bits into a bit and take an extra 3 bits. Here memory is by default byte addressable. Sometimes words are given as addressable and size of the word is also given as 2, 3, 4 bytes. Like there are that here nothing is given then by default. Assume it is 1 byte. The value we get is 12. So if this 12 and total size is 32, so here our number of pages will be 20. The number of pages is not 20. The number of pages is 2 raised to the power 20, because 20 is the number of bits that we are using to represent. So the first value we get is 2 raised to the power 20. Now on every page 2 raised to the power 20 means that there are 1 mega page. What will be there in that mega pages? On every page we show some values, and the most important value in frame number actually where the page is lying. What is it apart there? Find the valid byte, the reference bit, and lots of other types of pages entries are there. On page entry the given size is 4 bits. So what will be the total size of the page table? So page table means, let's say if there is a page table that I have, and how many entries are there in the page table? 2 raised to the power 20. The size of each entry is 4 bits. In that 4 bits frame the number is important. Apart from that there are valid bits referenced, and there are many other values too. So here if we multiply with 4 bits, then what we have is page table size. Then we have to find the size of the inverted page table. You have to keep in mind the inverted page table, that there is a problem in paging. For every process we get a page table, which causes too much overhead. But in the inverted page table there is only one page table, and in the page table how many entries will be there? On the page table number of entries is equal to the number of frames. This means the number of frames is equal to the main memory. So how will you find number of frames in main memory? Let's say you have to remember their points also. We all have seen the formula of logical and virtual address. Now I am telling you about the physical address. Physical address means the size of the main memory. The size of the main memory is 128 KB. So when you convert 128 KB in bytes, so these become 2 raised to the power 7. K is 10, so total is becomes 2 raised to the power 70, and nothing to do with the bytes. So total physical address space we have is 17 bits, and page size gives is 4 KB. We also know the size of the page and the size of the frames are equal. So write 12 immediately. So the remaining value is 5. because 17 minus 12 is 5. 2 raised to the power 5 is the number of frames in the main memory. In this question, I'm assuming you know the concept of inverted paging, because if you solve it directly then you might get confused. If this question comes in your test, then I am assuming that you know the concept of paging and inverted paging. I will in each and every page table entry what values are there. I have made a video on that. Sometimes such questions is also, so you have to understand the concept, then you can solve this numerical. This number of frame is 2 raised to the power 5. There are 2 raised to the power 5 30 frames in the main memory. In each frame there are entries of 4 bits. Here it is given the size of both entries are 4 bits. We just have to find the ratio, and to find the ratio, 2 raised to the power 20 multiplied by 40, this is the page table size, and 2 raised to the power 5 multiplied by 5, 4 bytes. This is the inverted page table size. I am writing in short inverted page table size, and this is the normal page table size. Now if you convert this, it is very simple to find in the ratio. 2 raised to the power 20 divided by 2 raised to the power 5. If you can take it up, and then you will get, if the base is the same, if you subtract, then you will get 2 raised to the power 15 ratio 1. So this is the actual answer. So our option A is correct. Now let's look at the advantages of paging. Eliminate fragmentation. Paging avoids external fragmentation since any free frame can be used to store a page. Second, efficient memory use. It allows for better utilization of memory by loading only the necessary pages into physical memory. Simplifies memory management. The fixed size page simplification, the allocation and deallocation of memory. Now let's look at the disadvantages of paging. Internal fragmentation. If the last page of the process is not fully utilized, the unused space within that page is wasted. Overhead. Second, maintaining the page table requires additional memory and can introduce overhead in address translation. Third, crashing. If a process is constantly swapping pages in and out of the memory, it can lead to crashing, where the system spends more time swapping than executing process. There are also some types of paging like demand paging, pre-paging, swapping. Let's look at them. Demand paging. Pages are loaded into memory only when they are needed, which can reduce the amount of memory used. Pre-paging. The operating system anticipates which page will be needed and loads them into memory before they are accessed. Swapping. The process of moving pages between physical memory and disk storage to manage memory efficiently. Now let's move to the conclusion. Paging is a fundamental concept in modern operating system that allows for efficient memory management by breaking the memory into fixed size pages and frames. It provides flexibility and help in managing memory without the complications of contiguous allocation, although it does not come with its own set of challenges such as page faults and potential performance overhead. Thank you for this presentation. Thank you.